The Prodigy is a new horror film that came out last month, and the plot this time around is you have this couple named Sarah and John Bloom, and they are happy when their young son Miles starts to show signs of rapid developments in extreme intelligence. Their family bliss and happiness turns to a living nightmare when Miles' behavior becomes increasingly erratic and violent by his 8th birthday. After seeking help from 2 experts, Sarah is horrified to learn that her beloved Prodigy may be under the grip of a dark and supernatural force. I will give this movie some credit, okay? You have a decent enough premise. You do have some decent directing and some decent cinematography. And you do have a decent enough score. The big problem here is that the premise does not live up to its full potential. As a matter of fact, I don't think this is a very good horror film. And I'm not gonna say this film is horrible. It's not the worst thing ever, but it is one of my least favorite films of this year. Acting wise, the acting is one of the best things this movie's got going for it, besides the directing and the premise. Taylor Schilling, Jackson Robert Scott from It 2017, he played Georgie at the beginning of that movie. Calm Fiore. The performances are great. The performances are great. I give you that. It's mainly American and Canadian actresses, so I will give you credit to where credit is due. You were trying to do something original here. An hour and 32 minutes, and it becomes quite a bore sometimes. And the one thing I shouldn't be bored with is how bored the film is. I should not be bored by a horror film, especially when it's stuff like this, when a kid is being acting evil and showing signs of psycho stuff. The only other movie I can think of with a child being possessed is The Omen, and I have not seen those movies. Also, the movie goes into jump scare mode at the wrong times. It goes into jump scare mode way too much. It doesn't even go into most of the stuff that they were going there. It doesn't take its full premise and live up to it as it should have done. And that is a big problem when it comes to this film, because for something like this, you really have to use that premise to its full potential. Otherwise, it doesn't work and the film becomes very stale. And that is this movie's case. It becomes stale. Overall, don't waste your time with The Prodigy unless you are kind of interested in the premise like I was. I was interested in the premise, but unfortunately, the movie just did not deliver. It didn't anger me as much as Serenity did, but this is one of my least favorite films of 2018. And there's gonna be even more. Because we're already in March and Captain Marvel comes out Friday. But I'm gonna give The Prodigy, I'm gonna give it a skip it. For those who are kind of interested in it, I either give it an overhead box rental or wait for Netflix. This is not a great film at all. Let me know what you guys think of the Prodigy down below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? I will see you guys in the next one. Be sure to follow my social media links and join the Epitaskness.